Golf Central on YouTube is brought to you by the new Paradigm Woods and Irons from Callaway.
And hi again, everyone. This is Jimmy Roberts, and this is your Golf Central update. The LPGA Tour gets its 74th season underway tomorrow at Lake Nona in Orlando with the Hilton Grand Vacations Tournament of Champions. Winners from the last 2 years and a celebrity championship, Danielle Kang in the field, took the title a year ago. And here are a few notable tee times. Each LPGA professional will play with 2 celebrities. Kang starts her title defense at 9:31 alongside country singer Lee Brice and fan favorite Alfonso Ribeiro. Brooke Henderson goes out 11 minutes later with baseball players Josh Donaldson and Hall of Famer John Smoltz. And Nelly Korda starts at 9:53 with former Red Sox pitcher Derek Lowe and the actor Jack Wagner. Here's Korda before beginning her 2023 season.
Yeah, feeling good. Didn't have too much of an off season. Got to play QB and PNC in December. Took like a week off, but yeah, I'm feeling good.
Amazing. Steve, you want to kick us off?
Sure. Can you talk to me about testing the new equipment? When did you do it? How did you do it? How are you liking it?
I started testing, kind of in October. I used to play TaylorMade growing up, actually. So throughout my entire junior career, I played TaylorMade. They were amazing when it came to how diligent they were with the whole process of it. Obviously, it was a lot of extensive testing because to make the switch, I wanted to be 100% sure. And everything honestly went really smoothly. I was hitting every club really well. I think the technology is so good in every company that I just thought that TaylorMade was the best option for me going forward.
What about the golf ball? Have you seen any difference, and what have been the differences?
No, the golf ball is really good. It was very similar to the old one I used to play. I'm playing the TP5. I kind of tested the X a little, but I preferred the 5 around the greens, and I was still seeing really great control with my irons, with my driver, and I saw a little bit of distance as well.
The PGA Tour at the American Express this week in California and the desert, formerly known as the Bob Hope Desert Classic. It's played on 3 different courses. So the cut will be after 54 holes this week. 5 of the top 7 players in the world in the field this week. Jon Rahm to be a part of what the tournament calls the Blue Field. Those starting at La Quinta on Thursday. Rahm goes at 1:31 Eastern, and he'll be playing with Ricky Fowler, who was 6th or better twice this fall. Rex Hoggart caught up with Rahm.
I mean, nothing special, right? I'm just proud of how I finished on Sunday. That's all I can say. You know, I gave myself the best chance I could, and then when things got tight, I still came through and finished with a birdie on 18, right? So just proud of the work done, and it usually just makes me realize that how much more there is to be done, right? Like, work is never finished, and if I want to keep doing these things, I got to keep putting in the work. So it's just kind of a bit eye-opening to how exciting of a year we have ahead of us.
You talked about this a little bit in Maui. Is this going back to last fall, the most dominant stretch of your career?
It could be. It could be. I had a pretty decent 2020 with Memorial and the Olympic Fields finish. 2021 could be or could have been because I played unbelievable. I feel like anytime I was going to tee up, it was going to be a 66 and gave myself a lot of chances to win. Obviously, we all know what happened, but leading all the way up to the FedEx Cup, I was contending to win pretty much all summer. Top 5 finishes constantly. I think that was probably my best stretch of golf, but this has been my best stretch of results, being able to get it done and finish in the tournaments, right? That Sunday in Maui was the 3rd Sunday of 63 or better I've had since September. 2 of them being on Sunday to win a tournament, right? The other one almost got me into a playoff. So it's, something to be proud of. Hopefully I can put myself in a better position to where if I shoot those 62s, I'm winning by a bunch of shots instead of, waiting to see what happens.
When you look at your career, you seem to play your best golf on harder golf courses. Torrey Pines immediately comes to mind. This is a little bit different test. It seems like you got to make a lot of birdies. Do you change your game or your mindset coming into this week?
Not really. I mean, it's still one shot at a time, right? And trying to give your best chance to make a birdie or lowest score and move on. The challenge this week is having 3 different golf courses in which, being Palm Springs, you can get windy days very easily, right? And if you get caught in La Quinta on a windy day, it can actually be the hardest course. If you get a morning like this where there's no wind, it's by far the easiest course, right? So, like everything, golf can be a little bit of luck, but you just need to go out there and and play good and make birdies. It's as simple as that. It's going to take 20 under, if not, mid-20s under par to win out here. So you got to go out with that mentality.
I hate to turn to math on this, but in Maui, you voiced your frustration when it came to the world ranking. I don't know if you know the scenario this week that actually Patrick Cantlay, who's 5th in the world, you're 4th in the world, can move to number 1, but you cannot. Is it reaching a level of frustration for you beyond that? That's news.
Seriously? That's possible?
That's possible.
After doing some reflection, that could be the first time somebody without winning a major goes from 5 to number 1. That could be the case. But it's more, I think a lot of this changes done in the world ranking will make sense once we've completed a 2-year cycle. And all the points earned before that are basically recycled to the new ones, right? I think right now, if you divide the year and, before and after they changed it right up to July, you could get a lot more points for limited field events, and then afterwards you don't, right? So the points I would have earned would have been amazing, but those people before that change in July got to get those points, and it's going to take a little bit longer for those points to cycle out. So that's kind of the conclusion I got to. I actually happened doing the podcast where I reached that conclusion. So winning takes care of everything. So if I keep playing good and keep winning, I put myself in that position. And if Patrick wins and gets to number 1, he gets to number 1. It is what it is. If you win a tournament to get to number 1, I would say it's well deserved.
A little later on Thursday, Tom Kim, who missed the cut last week, goes off with Sahith Theegala. Rex also talked with Kim.
I just thought, it was a tough week. It was a great learning experience. I thought the course was great for me. I played great, just didn't have a great putting week, and took some positives, and I was just told myself, okay, it gives me time to get ready for this week. So took a flight right away, and just happy to kind of get started here again.
Again, so much success early in your career, but going into this year, how do you recalibrate what your expectations are?
I haven't had so much success yet, so I still got a long way to go, and I still got a lot of work to do. I got to get better, and obviously this cut last week kind of just proves how much I got to progress. So a lot more turns to win, and a lot more learning experiences to learn from.
Along those lines, there wasn't much of an off season, but what little bit there was, what did you focus on? What part of your game did you want to improve the most?
Just for everything. I felt like I needed to get better, just from off the tee to just kind of hitting it closer to the hole, or just kind of short game stuff, just from putting to just tee shots, just everything. And other than that, I spend a lot of time in the gym, been working on some stuff, and just kind of get my body ready. Hopefully I can have a long career out here, and I just got to stay healthy. So
this is a little bit different test, certainly from last week and going forward, where you kind of have to put the pedal down. You have to make a lot of birdies this week. Do you like that style of golf?
Just try to take it shot by shot. I feel like last week as well was kind of a birdie fest, and so was Maui. We got to make a lot of birdies, and kind of feels like on the PGA Tour, doesn't matter where you go, you got to make a lot of birdies, and I feel like I'm getting kind of used to it, and just made a game plan and hopefully just stick to it.